A number of school board members requested a special school board meeting before the regularly scheduled board meeting set for this Thursday to discuss the possibility of returning students back to buildings. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Griswold. 3 News Now reporter Rudolph Snyder has been closely following the meeting and has updates on transportation, sports, and what it's going to take to get students back in classrooms.
OPS board members gathered Tuesday evening for an in-depth roundtable discussion on the back-to-school plan and what has to happen to get students back into the buildings.
We have to look at our some of the community conditions and then start making some decisions about when it is appropriate to return to school.
So what is it going to take to get students back into the buildings? Well, school officials say ideally there needs to be rapid testing available for students and staff, and the community positivity rate has to go down to 5%. Right now, Douglas County is at around 10%, and testing is hard to come by for kids.
We know that we are not going to likely get to that 5% anytime soon. And we have to make some decisions.
The board says some things are negotiable, like the positivity rate, but some aren't, like 5 days of learning for all students in some capacity and masking. To return safely, the district is also focusing on transportation, filters in schools, and sanitation. Another hot topic was sports. The supervisor of athletics for OPS says there's a possibility fall sports could take place at the same time as spring sports in just a few months after parents and students demanded fall sports to return.
We've been working with high school athletic directors to create a proposal to submit to the NSAA for our fall student athletes to participate this spring.
The board and educators also discussed staffing shortages, specifically substitute teachers.
We're experiencing a nationwide teacher shortage, and we see that in hard to fill positions like special ed, math, science. But where we see that first is our substitute teachers.
But according to the district, even though there are some shortages, the district is still on track. Tonight offered the public insight into how the board is thinking about getting students back into the buildings and what students and parents can expect. Reporting in Omaha, Rudolph Snyder, 3 News Now.
Board President Mark Snow also expressed some difficulty breathing and talking during the meeting due to his recent recovery from COVID-19. He announced he tested positive 2 weeks ago.